The New York Restoration Project owns and operates more than 50 community gardens across New York City. And the Brooklyn Academy of Music, of course, is one of the city and the nation's most prominent presenters of the arts. Here in Brooklyn, for the second year in a row, NYRP and BAM are partners in a project called Arts in the Gardens. It's a free program all across the city. It's free programming in 4 community gardens in Bed-Stuy and Gowanus.
From June through September, the event series will feature a mixed lineup of family-friendly events, including a movie night series paying tribute to the great late Brooklyn bred leading lady Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart, dance and music performances, story crafting workshops, and a month-long art installation, and much more. Joining us are Jordan Danusky, did I get that right?
Well done.
Thank you. NYRP's Director of Public Programming. Thanks for being here. And Amy Casello, an Associate Producer at BAM. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about this partnership. Why did you guys choose to work with each other? Did you approach BAM? Did BAM approach you? How did that work?
We did. We approached BAM a couple of years ago when we were first launching this initiative back in 2013. We knew what we needed to do was really work with highly reputable organizations, but who have that, the grassroots effort in a community. And so really wanting to expand kind of our Rolodex of artists, really find out who's working in the community, what would work. We approached BAM and joined us in 2013, and so like you mentioned, we're in our second year of programming with them, and we couldn't be happier. Just the caliber of artists that they've brought to us on a really localized level has been incredible, and it's expanding what we're able to do in our spaces.
Awesome. So yeah, of course, BAM is known to push boundaries, but you guys have pushed right out of the building now.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. We had so much adventurous art and artists we couldn't be contained anymore in the 4 walls. So we were thrilled to have NYRP invite us to curate.
So tell us more about the lineup. What can we expect?
Well, my colleague Daryl McNeil, who curates the cafe space, which is on the weekends, and also works with the curator for BAM has the Metrotech R&B series, Thursdays at noon for free.
You down there to see George Clinton?
That's right. That's next week, right?
Yeah.
So we generated a whole bunch of names for Jordan and his colleague Corey to consider of artists, dance artists like Mark Morris, and LeMay, which is both installation, video, and a dance company, Cora Dance, Brooklyn Ballet, and a whole slew of musicians like Digital Diaspora.
Nice.
And
Dance Cartel.
Dance Cartel, which is more of a club late night event. And then BAM Cinematheque offered up a long list of films. And we landed on Lauren Bacall. She was born in the Bronx, but grew up on Eastern Parkway.
We're going to claim her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right.
Debbie Bacall's eye.
That's right.
So looking at this landscape, we just had a city council member here talking about housing and development. How have you guys managed to not only secure these spaces and keep them in the community, but they don't just sit there fallow? You're infusing them with life and programming and really making them community hubs in an environment where we're losing housing and spaces.
Well, in an amazing deal back in 2000, which I wasn't even around for, that's when they acquired the over 50 spaces all around the borough. Ever since then, we've done a lot of different efforts to get those spaces active, working with the gardeners there to build, better infrastructure. We have a great community engagement team. Actually, Amanda Brown was on. She's our director of community engagement. She and her team are doing a fantastic job of really activating these, growing the partnerships. And so this arts programming is just another way to do that. And I think, to your point, the spaces are assets. Sometimes people don't realize that they can actually come in and enjoy the space. They think, oh, it must be private or somebody owns that. We have a problem, we don't have the gates open enough, but we really rely on the public to kind of help us come in, open the gates, care, grow that stewardship component of what we do. And the arts is a perfect way to do it. I mean, people love free movies in the city. Sure. So you give it to them, they come, and then you know.
We do.
Yeah, that's right. And then you create, just more people who want to spread that good vibe around, want to partake in the green space. And so just adding in, like I said, this really high quality but very accessible programming has been an important part of that for us.
So tell us how you've been received by the community. Like when someone finds out that there's a free movie, like what is the reaction you get from people?
People are blown away. I mean, it's a really good feeling to be able to say, we have all this free stuff that we actually think is going to increase your quality of life. Right. And they come out for it. And we want more people to come out. But we have great reception, and the communities have been so energetic and have also given us really good feedback, which I think is important. Let us know what you want. We don't want to give the community something that they're like, all right, that doesn't interest us as much. So we're constantly working with BAM and our other partners to produce stuff that people are really interested in, that captures that kind of cultural landscape and just the diversity in these neighborhoods that we're working in.
So Amy, to that point then, when you guys are in meetings, what I can only imagine, we have an edit meeting here every day at 2:30, God bless us, the scrum. But what's it like, and like things are flying, what's it like in your meetings? Or they say, yes, we need more films here, more avant-garde things here, we need, what are those planning meetings like?
Well, it's interesting because it's intergenerational and family, so it's a challenge to create a film series that will be of interest and age appropriate.
Yeah.
This year, I thought it was actually a real coup. We expanded to Pearls of Wisdom, which is a senior group, a storytelling group that is part of Elders Share the Arts, and they're housed in the Art New York building up on South Oxford Street. So I feel like that the sort of cohesive nature of we just really looked at who our neighbors are and who was already doing terrific programming. The Mark Morris offering is Zumba.
Nice.
Who doesn't like Zumba for free on Wednesday nights in the gardens?
Too hot to be doing
Zumba.
That's right.
Zumba.
People get out there and sweat it off, though.
I'm into it.
Bring your water.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So between what we have Celebrate Brooklyn and the band show at Prospect Park, we've got BAM doing program all year long, and Metro Tech as a summer component. We're in the gardens with you guys. Where can we go to take out some of these samplings that you guys are offering?
Absolutely. We have 3 gardens that we're hosting right here in Bed-Stuy, your neighbor, and then we have one down in Gowanus, one of our newer spaces, or newly renovated spaces. So there's something, you shouldn't be bored this summer. You should come out and see us. It's free. We've got, lots of, like Amy was saying, just a whole range of stuff, everything from what would be appropriate for little kids to our oldest kids in the communities. And so come out, people are like, oh, I need something to do. Look us up, nyrp.org/calendar. We've got a lot of great things all summer long through September.
Awesome.
Cool. Where else would you want to be?
Of course, hanging out.
That's phenomenal.
Absolutely. And your favorite price point, free $99.
Yeah, it's key.
I am what I am.
That's all him.
We love
that's all
that.
him. But Jordan and Amy, thank you so much for joining us, and happy summer to you guys.
You as well.